Today I'm looking at the Tomzon P5G. So looking at what they have all listed here, has quite a few features, and thanks Tomzon for sending this to me. Can't wait to check it out. So I have everything out of the really nice foam padded case. Everything fits in its own spot. It does have a strap. You can actually probably wear it as like a backpack if you wanted. But here we have, you know, your warnings, a little quick start guide here, and then a really good black and white manual, multiple languages, but it seems well written and easy to understand. And if you need to do any maintenance on it, you have a screwdriver. These are spare prop caps here, and then you get a full set of spare propellers. And then the battery packs, you get 2 of the 7.4 volt 1000 milliamp hour LiPo battery, and then you also get 2 USB chargers to charge those, so that's good. It's a little time saving where you can charge both of them at the same time. And then you get your prop guards. You get 4 prop guards that can clip in. You don't have to put these on, and they just clip in right like that. And then to take it out, you just pop right back out. Let's take a look at the drone, and here is where your proprietary battery goes. Hold that to power it on. You've got the LEDs. You have red for the front and blue for the back. Now this kind of looks like a mini Phantom, and you don't have to worry about registering this. This does fall under the 250 gram weight limit. So with the battery pack in, we're at 240. We're 10 grams under the 250 limit. And even with the prop guards on, you still come in at 246. And then here is the controller. The controller has a whole bunch of functions on it. Has a phone clip here, and the antennas. So we're gonna take a look at all the functions on the controller, but then you can fly this using your Flycam app, which can be downloaded in the instruction manual using the QR code right there. So we'll take a look at everything, all the features, see how good that flies, see how good the GPS holds, and see how good the camera is, because this is supposed to be a 4K HD camera. So we'll check all of that out. I gotta charge these batteries up, and then we'll take it out for a flight.
Okay, we're here at the dam. Perfect place to fly this. It's time to fly the Tomzon P5G. So we have the battery in. Let's turn it on. Let's start this way. For headless mode, we need the front facing forward. So I'm going to show you everything on the controller, all the buttons, all the switches, and we're going to put an SD card in there just so we can get some nice video and nice pictures of the dam here, which the SD card goes right in there. It takes a micro SD, and the size micro SD card that you're supposed to use is anywhere from 4 gigabytes to 128 gigabytes. So let's get this in the air. Now this has auto takeoff and auto land. It has these antennas, but I'm pretty sure that these antennas are fake. I don't see any wires in there that go up through the antenna or anything like that. Let's turn this on, and it auto binds. And then this is the mode switch right here. So right now we're in mode 1, and then if you switch it over, you're in mode 2. But for this drone, it's backwards. Even though you're in mode 1, it's still like you would be in mode 2, where you have left throttle. And then if you switch it to mode 2, it's actually like you'd be in mode 1, where you have right throttle. So it's kind of backwards for this drone versus like flying other drones. And then we have a calibration right here. So you push this button and let go, and then you get the LEDs to flash. So this is calibrated now. And then here is the auto takeoff. You hold it for 2 seconds. All right, and then it just hovers, and then you hold it again if you want to land. So there's auto takeoff, auto land. These 2 buttons here are for your emergency landing. So if you hold these in for 2 seconds, it will shut off and just crash. That's only for emergencies. So let's take it up in the air. I'm gonna fly it around into 3 different speeds and just see what each speed offers. So auto takeoff. So right now we're in the first rate, and it's kind of slow, but it's the first rate. So let's switch over to the second rate. You hear the 2 beeps. Okay, we get a little bit more pitch, and flies a little bit faster. And let's do the third rate. A lot more pitch, a little bit faster. The yaw speeds up a little bit more. So then we have headless mode. So right here is headless mode. So let's hold that. It's spinning, it's still going to the left when I want it to go to the left, and it's still, yep. So headless mode works. Let's get out of that mode. So this is your 1 key return, and then this is also to pause your flight. If you want to pause it, say you're flying around, you can pause your flight wherever you are. So let's try 1 key return. Let's hold that in 2 seconds. Now what it's going to do is it's supposed to come back to where it took off from. So now it's going up and it's flying to its spot where it's supposed to come straight down at. And now it's coming down. Here it comes. So we're slowly coming down, and yeah, that's not bad. That's not far from where I took off from. I took off from maybe over here, but hey, if this thing lands within 2 or 3 feet of where you took off from, how can you complain about that? And then also, this is your picture and video button. So if you short press it, it'll take a picture. If you long press it, it'll start taking video. When you don't have the phone hooked up and you're not using the app, you're kind of just guessing where you're pointing, so you don't really know what you're taking video of or taking a picture of. And finally, the last thing I want to cover on the controller is this GPS button. So right now it's in GPS mode, and you can tell because the LEDs, the blue ones, are flashing. So that's GPS mode. And when you let go, it kind of like stops where it's flying. So if you long press this button, it'll put you in what's called attitude mode. And attitude mode eliminates the GPS stability. So when you're flying forward and you let off, it'll just keep drifting until it stops. So let's hold this in. All right, now we're in attitude mode. Now, see, it's just drifting now. There must be a little bit of breeze going that way, so it's just drifting. But like here, if you fly and you let off, it just keeps drifting. So that's attitude mode. See, let off, and it just keeps going. So let's put it back in GPS mode. Now the LEDs are flashing, and now it's gonna hold its point. So let's put the phone in. Now, if your phone's pretty wide, it's not gonna work. So I actually had to take my phone out of the case. So we'll go into the Flycam app. So I shut the drone off. Let's turn it back on. So now we have to let the Wi-Fi from the drone connect with the app. So if you go into your Wi-Fi, you can see it says Tomzon drone. No internet connection because this isn't the internet. All right, so let's go to our Flycam app. So we're in the Flycam. It says connected. So let's hit start. There we go. And let's turn it this way. So before we take off, we're going to calibrate. So let's go in here. It says level calibration. So it's about to complete calibration. And then if we go down here, we can do geomagnetic calibration. So this requires us to do stuff. Well, I recommend doing this each time you fly. So it's saying to rotate the drone horizontally twice. So spin it around. There's once. And there's twice. Okay, so now it's saying to hold the drone vertically and spin it around vertically twice. Until it says it's finished. So that's finished now. So now we're ready to take off. Hit this takeoff button right here. So we have to slide to take off. There we go. Another way to take off is you can go down and in, and it arms the propellers, and then you just hit up, and then you can take off that way too. So now we're in the air, and you can fly with the controller and the phone at the same time. So let's just see the lag. Let's go up here. Let's see if there's any lag in picture. Let's take a peek up over the top of the dam, if we can get up that high. I don't know if it's gonna hit the limit or not. Oh, there's the flight height limit right there. Well, we can't really look over the top of the dam. So let's take a peek at the valley. Not a lot of lag. It doesn't seem to be lagging even from that distance. I'm pretty high up there. Let's angle the camera down. There we go. Let's angle it straight down and find me. There I am. Let's take a picture. So then what we can do here, if you want to take a video, you just hit that camera button, the camera icon, and now you can take a video. And let's angle the camera back up, fly around, and just see how good the video is. And I'll put that video on the screen as well, just to compare what your feed looks like with what the video, the camera picks up. Let's see how far we can go until we start to break up. Oh, that's the flight distance. Okay, so this has a beginner mode. So this doesn't allow you to go any further than a certain distance. I think it's like 30 meters. Yeah, look, you can see the height and the distance. So we have reached beginner mode, the limits there. So if you want to change from beginner mode, you can get out of it right here like this. And now we're out of it. So now we can change the limitations. We can change them to whatever the max is, 120 for the altitude, and then 300 for the distance. So that's in meters. And then let's see here. See, there it shows you mode model 1, model 2. Let's get out of that. Now we can see how far we can go. So there we're 40 meters. Let's go up in the air. Let's go. Let's see how high we can go. Maybe we can go higher now since we're out of beginner mode. And we can, yeah, let's fly towards the dam. Maybe we can get up over top of it now. Oh yeah, there we go. We can get over top the dam now. We're at 45 meters high. And well, let's start recording. And let's see what kind of video we can get. So there is the dam, all the water, and the mountains and everything. Okay, so we'll check that video out. Let's stop recording. Let's bring it down here because I want to try out some of these modes. There is quite a few modes. Let's try the first mode. Right here we have head mode, which is headless mode. So let's see. Okay, yep, if I go to the right, if I go to the left, it's going to the left. So headless mode works in the app. They have drive mode, but you can't select it. So that must be when you don't have the controller connected and you're just flying with your phone, which we will do that very soon. So let's do circle flight. So here's circle flight. Okay, it's flying backwards. Now it stops. Okay, let's see if it does a complete circle. So far it's doing pretty good. Still doing the circle, still going. I wonder if it'll stop after one circle or if it'll just keep going in circles. Okay, it looks like it'll just keep going in circles. So let's hit that red X and confirm and exit that. Let's go here into follow me. Let's see if it'll follow me. So let's point the camera down just so I can see myself right there. All right, and let's see if it follows me. It's not following me. Come on, follow me. There we go. Will it follow me? I'm over here. I'm over here. Over here. I'm over here. So, all right, follow me isn't really working too well. Let's bring it down a little more. Now, is it still in follow me mode? Let's see. Did it forget follow me? Let's try it again. It's not following me. I did test this out the other day. I was just trying it and it did follow me. So there, now it's going. Now we're in follow me mode. Okay, so now we're in follow me mode. Let's see here. Will it turn with me as I walk by? Well, no, actually it's starting to back up. It's backing up on its own. So let's see if I go over here. Let's run down here. Is it gonna turn? Will it turn to find me? No, it just keeps backing up. There we go. Now, okay. It found me. It's looking for the controller. It's actually following the controller. Come on. Let's see if it, let's walk down here, see if it follows me. It's coming along. So it is following me. Follow me mode, I give that about a 4 out of 10. It moves, it kind of follows me. What else is left? Oh, the waypoints. Yes, so waypoints. Let's check out waypoints. So it'll bring up a map of where I am. I have poor service here, so it might take a while till it brings up the map. Okay, so apparently cell phone signal affects the map on Waypoint. So if you have a poor signal, which I do, I only have 1 bar right there, it won't load the map. We're gonna end this portion right here at the dam. We're done flying at the dam, and we're gonna go to some place where I do have better service and we can try waypoints. So let's find a place with better signal. Okay, so I am back at an area where I have better signal. So hopefully the map shows up on the screen so I can test the waypoints feature. So let's go into Flycam here, and all right, says the remote control is connected. We have 16 satellites, so we should be good to take off. There we go. Oh, look at that. That's a nice clear image on the screen there. I didn't realize how clear it was when I was flying at the dam earlier, but that is really clear. So let's go into these intelligent modes here, and there is, oh look, here the map shows up. So let's zoom in. Let's see if we can move it. Yep, there we go. And then you go one spot. Let's go over this little pond here. That's 2. Let's go up to this pond here. That's 3. And you can do, I think it's up to 15 different points. Let's see here. Why isn't it letting me? There's 4. Okay, so it's not, let's try and get it up here. There's 5. So that'll bring it up pretty close here. Actually, let's just bring it right back here. So let's see if it'll put 6 like right where, come on, why is it? You have to zoom in a little more. Let's put 6 right there. Okay, so we have our 5, we have our 6 points there. So let's hit go. Confirm, and well, there it goes. Let's watch on the map here. You can see in the bottom left corner, you can see what the camera sees. But all right, it's flying to point number 1. Now it's turning towards point number 2. All right, flying towards point number 2. You can't see it, I can see it off in the distance. It might blend in with the trees. Yeah, where that drone is about where it's showing up here on the map. Okay, so now it's at point number 2. We're over the pond, and we're gonna go up to the upper pond up there, which I don't know where it's going. It seems a little confused right now. Oh, there, now it's pointing in the right direction. Now I'm not controlling this, it's doing it all on its own. So now it's gonna fly up to the upper pond, which you can see right there on the map. I hear it, I can hear the drone often. Oh, there it is, I see it. Okay, now we got to that point, we're at point 3. Now we're gonna come to point 4. Now we stop at point 4, turning towards point 5. Let's see. You should be seeing me very soon coming up over this hill here. I see the drone flying. There it is. I don't know if you can see it through the GoPro, but like there it is. So now it's at point 5. That stops, and point 6, and it's gonna come right over towards me. Come on, I'm over here. Come on, you can do it. I don't know what's going on here. It's kind of just stuck at number 5. What happened? So, well, this go button is green. I wonder if I hit that, if it'll continue. Oh no, it's going back over to 1. Let's stop that. Confirm, let's stop. All right, let's bring it back. Let's land it. So that's it for the controller and the phone. So let's try using just the phone now. I'm gonna turn this drone off so it binds with just the phone. So it says we're disconnected, so we just have to let it do its startup thing. I'm gonna just skip right to there where it does connect and I can take off. Okay, so we are connected. So let's hit start. And now we're just gonna fly this just using the phone. Up we go. You have the 3 speeds right here. You have the slow mode, so you just touch the screen and then that's your toggle there. You see how it's going pretty slow there. You can do your yaw and stuff over here, and then also your height. right over there. Let's go back in here. You can go to drive mode, and drive mode is your regular speed. And then if you go and hit that again, you'll be in sport mode, and then that's your third rate. Head mode is your headless mode. So let's yaw. Let's just spin around and yaw, and let's see if I go to the left, it'll go, yep. And then if I go to the right, it goes to the right. And then let's bring it back, and yeah, so that's your headless mode. And level calibration is when you're on the ground before you take off, you hit that level calibration and it'll calibrate the gyro. So then here is your circle flight. So let's hit that, and it does its thing where it backs up for I don't know how many meters, 10 meters or so. And now it is going in its circle flight plan. All right, so that works. So let's get out of that. Oh, let's check out follow me and see if it will follow me better than it did when I was at the dam. So I hit follow me, and well, it's looking for me, and it found me. It's following me with the phone. So it's picking up the signal from the phone and it's following me. Let's see if I walk over here, if it follows right behind me. Yeah, here it comes. It's following me. So, okay. Follow me mode, let's get out of that. Follow me mode works, and let's do this waypoint. You have to hit the button with the finger, and then when it's lit up, then you can touch your different waypoints. We're just gonna do 3 waypoints, and then we're gonna hit go. We're gonna slide to confirm, and let's see here. So it's flying towards 1, it got the 1, now it's trying to find number 2. So it's pointing towards number 2 now. On our way to number 2, got the number 2. Now it has to find number 3, which it should come flying right towards me. And yep, here it comes. So when it gets to number 3, it's gonna stop and just hang out there. So then that's when you can go in here and hit the trash can, and it'll get rid of all those waypoints that you just put up on the screen. So to get out of waypoints, all you do is hit the bottom corner there. It says up there in the corner, you see the battery there? It says low battery, so let's bring it down here. And you can tell it's in low battery because all 4 of the LEDs are gonna be flashing. So, oh, I guess I let it in the air a little too long, and that's what happens when the battery dies. So it just comes down right out of there. So the geomagnetic calibration, I showed you how to do that. We're not gonna do that here for this, but we're gonna do the virtual controller. So if you take the virtual controller off, when you touch the screen, the sticks don't come up on the screen. So you have to make sure that that is on. And then when you touch the screen, you see how the sticks show up there. And then let me show you here, GPS mode. Now you're in attitude mode, and that's where like it just wants to drift. So it's not gonna have a GPS lock. You can see it's just drifting away. Let's get back into GPS mode so I don't drift away. And then same with the picture. Let's take a picture, and then if you hit that camera, now you can record video. Uh-oh, now I disconnected. This will be a great test right here. I just disconnected from the drone, and when you disconnect, it automatically lifts up, and now it's flying back to home where it took off right here. All right, I thought it was gonna keep going, but no, it found its spot, and here it comes down. Oh, now we're connected. So that was a good test to do, an unexpected test. All right, so that is it. That's the Tomzon P5G, and I think it is not a bad drone at all. I will leave an affiliate link to this down in the description. Thanks again to Tomzon for sending this to me. Thanks everybody else for checking out this video. Hit that subscribe button if you didn't already, so that way you can join me when I check out the next Ready to Run RC.